Hello. We are back here today doing a request reaction for a new release. This is VilloVilduVeta project, which is producers Whitearmor and Joakim Benon. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his last name. But this is a quick project, just 7 tracks. I'm pretty sure they haven't done a project collaboratively, like together before. But I'm interested to like kind of hear this sort of like production shit, especially too because I recorded a reaction to Whitearmor, which I accidentally deleted. So this is like the full experience to go into this. So let's fucking go. Okay. Is like lower than the other, they're like kind of like playing off each other. Oh, I like that one note. Back down to it. This, so I'm wondering too, because this is like an instrumental project, that listening to it on one full go is like will make me even enjoy this experience more, because this is a quick 2-minute track right here, and it feels like it flows you right into the next track. I feel like that's going to be an experience of it. But I love this, to be honest. I don't really have a lot of problems with this. It's very relaxing, very nice ethereal state. I feel like there's constantly a lot of switches and transitions there, to like, I guess the best way for me to like pull you back and like forth, because it still has that nice like repetitious like ambience, right? So it doesn't do anything too crazy at the end. I know there was those like sort of like distorted hits coming in, but it doesn't feel that loud. It doesn't feel that crazy, right? It just feels like it shimmers past. This is cool. This is cool. Like Witcher 3 shit. Drained Witcher 3. There's a nice swirling there. It's kind of like Blade Runner-esque. Synth note there. Ooh. Okay, this ending here, I almost feel like Echo could jump on this. Okay, I still fuck with this pretty heavy. I would say I enjoy one just a little bit more, mostly because I was just really liking the like sort of floating vibes with it. This one has like a little bit more reliance on like a synth, on the synth notes, right? And it gets a little bit more like playful. So I'd say I'm less worried about the ambience in this song, but there's, you know, much more like, there's much more energy to this, picking up with all these different sounds. And it doesn't really feel like it has like this sort of structure, in the sense of, I feel like it's still taking you on a fast-paced nature, or still taking you somewhere by the end, right? It's not trying to go through like an act structure. I don't know. There's still an ending to this, right? But everything feels very, very natural, I suppose. This is cool. Let's get to the next song. Okay, and I do recall someone saying that that Joakim like produces for young lean doer. Sounds something like it. Ooh. Wow. Because there's the guitar here, but then there's like lower plucking, like, you know what I mean? Like acoustics that are... Ooh. It's almost like an ambulance sound slowed down. Well, they're still racing back. Ooh. You know what I mean? Like there's this flurry of like energy that's doing its own thing, but sometimes it comes back into the mix. Like it's this whole other universe beyond that we're not seeing. Very nice. The carrying of that swelling really, it's very emotional. It like very reminds me of like an emo song here at the end, the guitar notes for the finish out. I like the journey this one took me on. Okay, one thing I'd say about this song, I really enjoy this song just as much. I'd say maybe I like one a little bit more, but this would be my second, I suppose. But one thing I'd say about this song I think is important is that this one feels like it wasn't entirely meant maybe to just be an instrumental. Like you could surely have like someone performing on this, and I don't think it would like overtake the production, you know what I mean? But I do still think regardless, the production and just the instrumental on its own takes you on its own, yeah, it takes you on your own journey. And I think this one, even though it's still like kind of like in this slow with like ethereal vibe, I think it with like the guitar at least, like there's a lot more like emotional like hits that are like constantly building up. I don't know. Best way to describe it is like a post-rock song. It kind of plays those notes in a way, like taking you up to that sort of like crescendo. But it does this in like 3 minutes, right? So that's awesome. Okay, next track. This would be cool to listen to with headphones. Oh, I like the like soft synth notes that it kind of takes off on. After that, very quickly takes it back. Okay. Ooh, and that's taking you down this like sliding little thing to exit out. Oh. Okay, 9, Live. This is a pretty fucking great track still. I think this song stands out when it comes to like interesting like sounds or noises that just come like bursting out at you. Like I don't know, I don't want to say it's a gimmick because it's certainly more than a gimmick, but I mean in the sense of you listen to it because you go, whoa, like, you know, this is a strange like experiment in just bursting this out. I'd say this is my least favorite exit, because I think it doesn't keep that same like intensity I find, but I really love like too when it takes those synths, like those like nice like synths that after that like distorted noise, because it's very seamless in the production, that's awesome. Ooh, see, this starts like a Godspeed You song. Fuck. I'm thinking of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house right now with this song on it. This got creepy vibes. Alright, again, this song I think this may be my least favorite song, but I still think this song is like quite engaging. like it is quite engaging in the sense of, you know, you give me something for 2 minutes and you're constantly kind of giving me something new. You know what I mean? There's not the same sound. Like my ear is going, oh, you know what I mean? This is an evolution of something that was given to me prior. And I really respect that. You know what I mean? Like that there was intention, and I understand that intention. Cool. Let's go to the next track. Oh, now it's kind of coming on this side. This kind of like, there's like a slower swirling of a screech. Ooh. Vocals seem like they're being carried for longer there. Holding the... that's cool. Ooh. Okay now. Paradise Hotel. This is my favorite song on here, I think. This is my favorite song on here. I wasn't entirely sure at the beginning, like it's a slow, like, you got the piano and the vocals, like operatic-esque vocals started coming in, but, you know, you're just diving in. But I think there was, like, that pairing, as I always say, but pairing with the vocals, like that operatic vocals, and then I think like when it broke into that transition musically, like almost like there was like a wave crashing, that's like when I knew. And I think, you know, in a way how the song ends and exits out, it's like you were exiting out on such this like loud noise, but there was no transition that was like, we're at the next part, you know what I mean? Taking you down, like having that sort of attention to detail of like how the song is feeling, like with that production wise of how do we make this emotion sort of. This is awesome. I'm really enjoying this. Let's go to the final track here. Softly and like almost as if it's not hitting fully in the notes, kind of like scratching through. It's kind of like how the mix makes it feel. Okay, I'm liking the nice. This one's very soft, like. Almost innocent, like just innocent happiness in a way, is what I feel. Okay, so that's the final track on there. That, you know, it's great to end a project like this on a very happy note, I think, and the final notes on this song are really like a soft, like, quieting down, like a, it's time to go to bed. So it's like, this would be a good, like, 20-minute experience to listen to this before going to sleep. It's very, very nice, ambient mood, and even when it does get noisy, it's like, it is like a crashing, like I only said it for that one song, but there is like waves to this in a way. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but it's like a 20-minute little trip. It really is. Production on this is insane. I like it. There's constantly something to be pointed out on. I especially think on many of these songs, it really is the ambient vibe. You know, that ambient sound that keeps pushing out and keeps you in somewhere. But also seamless transitions. You know, not feeling those transitions, just feeling like as everything has its like natural push and pull, which is a great thing. You know what I mean? Especially on a production techniques like this, but specifically, I mean, this is electronic music, right? You don't want people, I mean, you don't want to reveal your hand, I suppose. You know what I mean? It kind of ruins the experience, I personally feel. So my experience wasn't really ruined with this, for sure. I feel like giving this an 8.5 maybe on first listen. It could maybe go to a 9 later, I think. Especially too, because if I give this a listen where I'm not pausing the songs, not saying anything, I'm just chilling, I think it may all come to be better as a full project like that. So I'll let you know what happens when I give it a few more spins. Alrighty, here we go. This Längtan Får Vingar, this small project with Whitearmor and Joakim. Okay, so coming back to it, I wouldn't give it an 8.5 and a 9. I'd probably give it a 7.5. It's still pretty damn good. This score, I'm giving the score more so based on on a listenability. Coming back to the project, no, it didn't hit. Coming through with it, more so I saw some of the ambient aspects of, okay, yeah, this isn't anything groundbreaking when it comes to that. Like on a sonic experience like that, but I would say on a production aspect, right? That's one reason why this is certainly worth coming back to. That's another reason 7.5. I wouldn't come back to this often, but it's certainly worth coming back to. And coming back to not always in the sense of, you know, being in this ethereal state, but much more because of the finer details of the production, in the sense of that's what I would come back and listen to, right? Like okay, look at all these nice builds and nice transitions. But yeah, it's not going to be something that's I'm listening to as a whole, just to be blown away. But this is quite impressive. This is quite impressive though still, especially too because this has got a lot of acoustics and like acoustic electronic, you know what I mean? It's not trying to be too crazy on a beat experience. And I'm assuming, you know, Joakim being a producer for Young Lean Doer, this makes sense. But, you know, for Whitearmor, I would say I don't know of any experience of him doing something like this. And this may be just a jump into something new. So I definitely want to see more of VilloVilduVeta, because this just seems like a beginning. And, you know, with their capabilities as producers, I think a lot of cool things could come out of this. So I'll be here. If there's anything else you want to see me react to, anything at all, just put a comment down below. And thank you for watching. Peace out.